In today's video, it's going to be a little bit different. You're going to watch me draw Goku, and I'm going to do it in 4 different art mediums. Starting off, I'm going to split the page into 4 equal quadrants, so I can use 4 different mediums. And I'm going to be using these chalk pastel colored pencils. I thought this would be something cool, unique, and fun to do. And there are so many colors. It's so beautiful to look at. Next up, we will be using crayons. I mean, I don't even think I've seen a box of Crayola crayons since high school. And then of course, Posca paint markers. We have to do these. And then last up, we're gonna do a hoo-hoo alcohol paint markers. And that's it. But what are we gonna do first? That is where this spinner wheel comes in. I put everything I want to use on this wheel. Let's see what we will get first. Honestly, let's just get Posca markers out of the way because we all know how awesome Poscas are. Crayons? Okay, first things first, we're gonna do Crayola crayons. And I just got the basic 24 pack, so yeah, I'm not gonna need too much for Goku's hair, basically. This whole quadrant is almost all Goku's hair. So I figure I'm probably gonna use a good 5 colors. And one of those colors being black. But I'm gonna start off with the highlights in Goku's hair, making them gray. And I'm gonna use the most important color, white, to blend everything together. Now be honest, when you were growing up using these crayons, did you ever use that white color before? Because let me tell you, I have never used it until today. And that is because I actually saw someone use it to blend. And that's what made me want to do this video. Crazy, huh? Now with the skin tone, I am going to use orange for like the shadows. I don't know. Does it fit well? You got to let me know in the comments. I only have 24 colors, so I hope it works. Now I'm going through and outlining everything, and I'm having issues with the crayons. Because it's a wax base, I just feel like it's not layering how I want it to. And like I can't get a solid one color. So let's try something. Since it's wax, if I add some heat to it, can it blend a little bit better? Hot. Okay, let's test it out. That didn't work. What can I do? Let's try heating this crayon up. The crayon melted instantly. And it's working pretty good. I think this is the go-to. See, look at that. It's just instant melted. Now I should be able to outline a little bit better, but I don't think I'm going to be able to color all this. I'll run out of crayon before anything. So we're just going to go through and re-outline everything. If you guys want to see more drawings with crayons, maybe different techniques, maybe cooler art styles with the crayons, let me know in the comments because this was a fail in my opinion, and I'm probably never going to use these again. Let's just put them away now. And dude, I hate putting crayons away because they just don't go in the box right, ever. Okay, what do you think we're going to get next? Hopefully it's one of these markers, Posca or a hoo-hoo, but the pastels would be kind of fun to do too. So let's see. But let's get rid of the crayon and spin the wheel. Before it lands, what do you think it's going to be? I think it's going to be a hoo-hoo. Oh, nope, I was totally wrong. Posca. I was so off. Poscas, you guys all know Posca markers. This is the main everyday tool that I use. And I can't say it enough. I just love how opaque the colors are and the overlapping and just everything about Poscas. This isn't a sponsor ad. I just love them. But since you guys all have seen me use these before, let me just skip over the narration on this. Let me ask you a question instead. Do you guys want to see more Dragon Ball Z art? Different characters? Maybe Goku in different forms? I don't know. What do you guys want to see? Maybe a different anime? I have gotten lots of comments for anime characters, but I don't watch anime. I don't know the characters. So if you want me to draw any sort of anime, leave a comment down below of your favorite anime character. And I might just draw him. Oh, or her. Don't worry. Didn't forget that. Yeah, I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, and I loved it. But I have never watched Naruto. I've never seen any of the newer things either. So, I might be a little bit behind on schedule, but we are just now finishing up doing the last finishing touches, and the Posca marker side is done. What is next? I hope we get the pastel chalk, because let's see how this is. I've never used anything like this before. Perfect, we got it. Okay, lock it in. And it comes in this cool tin container. It's just so nice. And I got a pretty decent sized pack. One thing I'm looking forward to seeing is how well they blend together, because guess what? It is chalk. Pastels? Something along those lines. So we're gonna do the cartoon shading techniques and try to blend it in a little bit. You can see I did a very light yellow for the highlights, obviously. And then I'm gonna go through and add all the skin tones. And I might need to use like an orange color for the shadows, but we will see. We'll see how it looks here in a minute. They did give me a lot of blues and purples, so I definitely think I'm gonna be able to do the shirt perfect. Now that I've been using these for a second, I can tell you one thing I do not like about them, and that is, since it's chalk, it leaves a lot of dust, and I've been blowing the dust away, and it's getting all over the crayon and Posca side, causing a big mess. But one thing I do like is it's very easy to use and handle, but it's a little weird. It's not like any ordinary soft core colored pencil. It's a little rough and makes a weird squealing noise on the paper, enough to kind of make your ears hurt. So if I were to ever use these, I think it would be more for like finishing touches on a alcohol drawing. I might need to test this out, test this theory. But we are into the shirt. Let me tell you, these were blending fabulously. Since it is chalk, right? And I wonder if I use my finger, would it smudge? I don't know, I don't want to test it actually. Now let's see how good this black is, because we are gonna have to outline with this later. It's pretty decent. It's almost patchy, just like the crayons. Like you don't get a one shade with it. It's kind of all over the place, but it's gonna have to do, because I ain't gonna make my hands super tired by pressing too hard. Now I'm a little nervous for the shirt because I did test out the other orange and they're very similar and you're not gonna be able to tell the difference. So I'm gonna have to use this yellow for the highlights. Can you even tell on the camera? Because I can barely tell in person. So we added the yellow, now we're adding the darker orange. And you can kind of see the darker orange. So the blue shirt looks great, but does the orange shirt look any good? Well, it's time to use the black and outline, figure out if the black is any good, because honestly, I was thinking this whole time I might need to use my Posca marker just to do the outline, but I can't cheat. I have to use only this medium, so let's just get it done. I'm not a huge fan with it because it doesn't look like a fine finish. It kind of looks like what you would see on the cement with regular chalk. I want something more with perfect lines for my outline, but it is what it is. If I had to rate these for my everyday drawing, I would probably give this like a 5 out of 10. But we are on to the last quadrant, which are going to be these alcohol markers. And I just realized that I did not record any of this coloring, except for the skin tone right here. Oh my gosh. I totally failed you guys, and I am so sorry. So, here it is. Why me? This is ridiculous. But anyways, we got crayons, first quadrant, which by the way, I'm probably not going to use crayons again. But anyways, second quadrant is going to be the Posca paint markers, which I'll use forever, 10 out of 10. And then these pastels, like I said before, a 5 out of 10. There's just so many things I didn't like about them. They're just not my style. And then these Ohuhu markers, which I love Ohuhu markers as well. I'm gonna also rate them a 10 out of 10. What did you think of today's video? I know it's a little bit different. I didn't do styles, but instead I did different mediums. But let me know in the comments if you want to see more Dragon Ball Z. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave that like and hit the subscribe button if you're new. Bye.